What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today with a brand new review, you guys, for Love During Lockup Season 4. You guys, I have the slightest idea as to what the hell number this episode is, but you guys, we don't even care at this one, do we? But this is Season 4. The episode is titled Bonded for Life, you guys. Before we go ahead and get into this review, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on this channel, and you guys are not subscribed yet, do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys, do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and sharing the video, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and discuss Love During Lockup, shall we? Alright, you guys, so what I will say before we get into it is I don't expect this video to be that long, but this episode wasn't much, but there's a lot of things to say about some of these people, because a lot of these people got some shit with them, and I'm certainly confused about it. So the first one is, let's go get this nutcase out the way. Savannah and Jake. You guys, I don't know what it is with Savannah. This woman is, oh my God, she is a baker's dozen short on the donut, right? Because she is missing some screws, right? So we see this dingbat, and she is at a bridal shop. So we find out one of her friends is getting married, but she's not looking at bridesmaids dresses. This dunce is looking for a wedding dress. I was like, oh my God, ma'am, this man has told you multiple times he does not want to marry you. He even said it in last week's episode that when he gets out, he wants to date other women, see other women. Why are you so hell-bent on trying to persuade him to marry you, more specifically, persuade this man to marry you? It reeks of self-love, desperation, and a whole slew of other things, right? So she got her friends there with her. I really wanted her friends to tell her, girl, you look like a dumbass. But they were too nice to do it. Ain't no way in the hell. So she's talking about she's going to take this wedding dress and wear it to the prison. Man, you're going to have egg all over your face because Jake does not want to marry you. You don't know how to read context clues. You don't know how to read the room. You don't know how to read anything at this point. Because this man, like I said, has said it on numerous occasions, he don't want to marry you. Have you not asked yourself the question of, why does this man not want to marry me? There's more to the story. You're just not digging. Like what, ma'am? What? So she tried on the dresses. All of those dresses were ugly, and especially the dress that she picked. Like, especially the dress that she picked. Girl, if you showed up to me with that ugly ass dress on, I would tell you immediately, hell the fuck no. Nah, bruh. We Gucci. No. Y'all. Oh, also, next week is the season finale. I'm kind of happy because some of these people I don't ever want to see again, and Savannah is one of those people. Savannah is somebody that I don't ever want to see on this television screen again. Let's pause here and move on to the next couple. Another person I don't want to see again, Brittany and Andy. Andy, sir, much like with Savannah, you reek of desperation as well. You reek of pity. Actually, you reek of pity to me, sir. And I don't have any pity for you, because you look stupid. So Brittany is getting ready to get out of prison, right? I don't even know if he's coming over to Love at the Lockup. I know Renika is, and I know Renika's coming over. I'm not sure about Leticia, and I think Brittany and Keyrock are coming over too. But Andy, sir, you reek of desperation. So like I said, Brittany is getting out of prison pretty soon, right? So, you know what? Honestly, when I think of Andy, I'm gonna tell you guys somebody who Andy gives me. Remember Stan and Lisa Andy gives me Stan. Remember how Stan was always talking about buying Lisa something sexy when she got out of prison, and Lisa didn't want to have sex with him when she got out of prison? Oh, that is what Andy is giving me. Stan and Lisa. The only thing is he ain't as old as Stan, but he's just as creepy. So he's asking her what does she need. She said bra, panties, pants, shirts, all that kind of stuff, right? He's like, so what about for the night? You know, what about for later? She's like, what do you mean? I was like, girl, you know what the fuck he means. Stop playing this man like he's stupid. You know, like later, you know, once, you know, it's just me and you. She's like, what do you mean by that? Girl, he mean fuck. What do you want? Do you want some panties, some lace panties, lingerie, a thong up your ass, you know, G-string? What do you want up your ass as far as underwear? That is what that man is asking you. Do you want some lingerie? Do you want see-through lingerie? Do you want lace lingerie? Do you want leather lingerie? Do you want leather, whips, chains, handcuffs? What the hell do you want to do when it comes down to him having, oh God, I don't even want to say it in that manner, but what, girl, what the fuck do you want to wear? You ain't, I know you're going to be naked eventually, but what the hell do you want to wear for him to entice him? Oh God, that is so nasty. Nasty. So we see him, he's with his friend, right? The friend that did the background check on her, right? That found out that she cohabitated with multiple men. She said she's lived in she said she's lived in, you know, 2 places, but and I don't know what she was saying. I don't trust her. The friend don't trust her. She's lying. Then Andy talking about what he asked. The friend asked him, "What is she gonna do when she get out of prison? Because she ain't gonna have a job, is she?" He says, "No, she's not gonna work. But I got some money for her, $1,200." I was like, "Sir, where the fuck do you think $1,200 is gonna go? What the hell do you think she's gonna do with $1,200? By the time she gets out of jail and goes, she can go to buy some clothes. That $1,200 is gone. Go to out to eat. You know, go out to eat a few days. $1,200 ain't going nowhere." Andy, please get off my television screen. Oh my God, I don't like this man. Get him the fuck off of my television screen. Let's go ahead and move on because I'm tired of talking about this man. So yeah, WeTV. I know I'm talking fast, you guys. WeTV. Don't invite Andy back for another season. I don't give a fuck if she gets out. Don't invite him, right? Also, do not invite the nutcase back, right? I can definitely deal with it. I can definitely 100% deal without that nutcase. I absolutely can. Let's pause here and move forward, you guys. Leticia and Keith, you guys. Now, I don't know if Keith is getting out or when he's getting out, but I wouldn't be surprised if I wouldn't be remiss if we see, remiss or surprised if we see Leticia again when Keith gets out of prison. I think we'll see Leticia again. Do I necessarily want to see Leticia again? Not really. Leticia's a bird. That's the nicest thing I can say about Leticia. She's a bird, and she's flaunting this ring around. And I'm like, man, that ring is ugly. The ring that you saw for $2,000 that you didn't want, that ring was pretty. This one looks basic as hell. This one is ugly. Not cute. And then why does she feel the need to tell everybody how much that ring costs? I think that is the dumbest thing that we can do as black people. And I think that's the dumbest thing we as black people who've never had anything can do, is go and buy shit and then tell people how much the shit costs. Because then you just invite the motherfuckers to rob you. Do y'all not know that by now? Do y'all not know that by now? Don't announce what you have. Have some secrecy to things that you buy for yourself. I buy nice things for myself all the time. Nobody ever knows how much it costs, because I don't go around flaunting, oh this costs this much money, oh that costs that much money. I'm not gonna tell nobody that, because I don't want people thinking that I got something when I probably do. I don't want you thinking, I don't want you trying to count my pockets, and I damn sure don't want you thinking how much money I got him. He probably got this much money. Okay, I can go and hold this nigga at gunpoint and do this and that to him. It's so fucking stupid. So she's showing it to her, so she's getting ready to go out for drinks, right? So the auntie comes in and she, look at my ring, auntie. Look at my ring. Girl, stop showing this goddamn ring. So she went out for drinks, right? Keith called her up, and lo and behold, Keith's auntie let Keith know that she spent money on the ring. Keith was like, "You gonna take that motherfucking ring back and get that 1,500 back?" Like 10,000. He was being nice, letting her do 10,000. So then she's upset with his auntie for telling him. But I'm like, girl, how are you upset with the auntie for telling him? But you're the one that went behind his back and lied and didn't even tell him that you were gonna, like. Leticia gets on my nerves. Leticia gets on my nerves. Leticia gets on my nerves. How many more times and ways do I have to say it? Leticia gets on my nerves. But like I said, I won't be surprised if we see Leticia again for Love After Lockup, a future season, and even Life After Lockup. I think, honestly, she's very good. I mean, she's entertaining enough, but she's also annoying as hell, and she's also a bird. So, but like I said, I think we'll see Leticia again. I really do. You guys, so let's go ahead and pause here and move forward, you guys. Next up, you guys, I would say this scene for last, but I'm not, because I just saw it because she's right after Leticia and Keith. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. Brittany and fucking Key-Rock, you guys. I told you guys last week, Key-Rock is a gaslighter. Key-Rock is a gaslighter, is what the fuck he is. And then Sideshow Bob, that ugly ass motherfucker. Sideshow Bob, go find yourself a girlfriend or whatever the fuck you like, because you are way too invested in Brittany and Key-Rock's relationship, right? So the other question that I have, I've been meaning to say this for quite some time, how are these people who just got out of prison driving Mercedes-Benz cars, right? Now, I'm not somebody who wants to drive a Mercedes. By no means. That car doesn't fascinate me, doesn't attract me. It's not something that I've ever wanted to drive, right? I may say a BMW, but I even err on a caution with that, right? I'm fine with a modest car. Leticia, I want to go back to something with Leticia real quick. We're gonna talk about Brittany and Key-Rock. I want to go back to Leticia real quick. Did y'all hear Leticia when she said that ring cost more than her car? The ring was $15,000. What kind of fucking car do you have that is more than $15,000? What kind of car do you have? See, you flossing and flaunting like you got that money, but I don't think you got the money that you claim you got. Back to Brittany and Key-Rock, right? Mr. Sideshow Bob, like I said, go get you some business, right? So, she tells Sideshow Bob about Carla, right? So Sideshow Bob wants to say that Carla just makes things up in her head, right? I was like, sir, say what now? I'm pretty sure, I mean, yeah, you can make things up, but that story was way too elaborate for, like, I would say, way too elaborate to be falsified, right? Or made up, or a figment of someone's imagination. I really think that y'all gaslighting the fuck out of that girl, and I feel so bad for her, right? So then Sideshow Bob wants to tell Brittany that he follows her, right? And she called Sideshow Bob exactly what the fuck he is, a stalker. I was like, exactly. That is exactly what Sideshow Bob is, a stalker. So then Sideshow Bob is telling her she's sneaking, that she lies. If you know something, sir, say what you know, right? So he asked her, where this sir, I forgot what he said, but she said, he said, who lives there? She said, my best friend. And who else? Motherfucker, my best friend. What you gonna do? Like, sir, mind your motherfucking business. Oh, Jesus, I would have told him to mind his business so many times. And then when Brittany broke down and started crying, I felt so bad for her. So Sideshow Bob wants to say that, you know, she got a boyfriend. Have you talked to your best friend? Have you had any conversations with him? Because yes, I remember Brittany saying that when she got out, they were not together and that she was with somebody. Sir, go find yourself a little girlfriend and move on. Like, or do you want Brittany? That's what it's really giving, that you want Brittany for yourself, right? Oh, Sideshow Bob, Sideshow Bob, Sideshow Bob, Sideshow Bob. Go to fucking hell. Let's pause here, you guys, and wrap up this episode. Y'all, Renika and Asante. So before we actually even get into Renika and Asante, I do want to say rest in peace to Asante, because I actually saw, when I started watching the episode this morning, that Renika made a post and Asante passed away. I believe he was involved in a car accident, so that is really, really sad. He was young, you guys, because on this episode it says he's 32 years old. So that means he's 32, 30. So that means when this happened, so he's probably 33 by now, right? Wow, man. rest in peace to Asante. That's sad to hear, man, that he passed away so young. Prayers up to his family. Definitely prayers up to his family. Now, Renika, who I don't know how I'm gonna do this and talk about him because I don't want to speak ill of the dead. Jesus, that is gonna be so hard, you guys, to talk about him in this episode, next episode, and Love After Lockup because he's not here. So I'm gonna be respectful. Like I said, I'm gonna be respectful of him, but I'm gonna talk shit about Renika because she's still here with us. Renika, you look like a fucking fool. You look foolish as hell behind this man. Like, you're talking about the prison. There might be a miscommunication. Do you think that maybe this man lied to you? Like, I get it. Yeah, you know, you calling around and nobody has any information for you. They're telling you that he's been released. Well, maybe he has been released, right? Have you stopped to think about that? So nope. Renika says, I'm still going to go forward and drive all the way there. I was like, ma'am, I think you might be thwarting his plans. I don't think he had any intentions for you to come to pick him up. I think he always had plans for somebody else to come and pick him up. Those are my personal opinions. And I definitely want you guys to chime in and let me know what you guys think. So then we see this fool as she went to the sheriff's office, right? And she was talking to the lady at the front desk. Now, Renika, why did you have an attitude with that lady at the front desk? That lady ain't done jack diddly shit to you. She just telling you what she knows, and what she knows is that she don't know nothing. So I didn't understand why Renika was coming at her kind of sideways. Oh, you guys, I skipped a whole couple. I skipped a whole couple. Oh my God, I just skipped a whole couple. So I guess we'll wrap up with them. But yeah, Renika, I don't know why you was coming at that lady. Now, Renika, you got a lot of problems in your life, Ms. Mamas. Because that car that you driving, that car got a big ass dent in the side of your door. That car got expired registration on the front. Your registration been out since 2017. Your back window, it is taped up. It is duct taped with some a black trash bag. But you want me to think that you make $100,000 a year from that vending machine? Girl, a lie don't give a damn who tell it. You's a motherfucking lie, cause you ain't got enough money to get your car inspected. You ain't got enough money to get that back windshield done, that back window done. Girl, that costs about $500 maybe. You can find that for cheap. Like, girl, bye. But Asante did show up, right? And when he showed up, again, I think you put a fork in his plans because he don't want you to know. He don't want this person that's gonna give you the money to bail him out. He don't really want that person to call you. I'm like, because that's another woman that you involved with, and you don't want to get your game caught up. I see you. And she out there just out getting. I'm like, girl, you look so stupid. So you guys, let's pause here and wrap up with a couple that I forgot all about in this episode. All right, you guys, I completely forgot about Jade and Chris, you guys, because I was talking about Renika and Asante, and I was like, wait a minute, I forgot about Jade and Chris because they didn't have shit in this episode. So you guys know that Jade is her sister Jessica are getting ready to head to the powwow, right? So I think she said that the powwow happens twice a year, right? And Jessica asked her what she can expect from it. So Jade told her, they do. It sounded like they kind of wall to wall with each other. Ooh, I'm sorry, but nah. Because she was talking about they shoulder to shoulder. Say what now? Because I know when you go to a prison and you see people, right? It depends on the relationships. I know visitation depends on relationships with people, right? Because when my mom and I and my grandmother used to go see my cousin, we would have to be behind the plexiglass, right? And we have to talk to him with the phones, or we would have to talk or at one prison he was in, it was on the phone. Then another prison, they had like the little thing where you can just talk through it and you could hear them, right? But then my uncle that was in prison, my mom, myself, and my grandmother, we all got to, we got to sit at the table and actually sit around my uncle. And that's because that was his sister and his mother. Whereas with my cousin, it's my mom is his aunt and my grandmother is his grandmother, right? So it wasn't like immediate family or like a wife or anything like that. So I guess that's what it is. I don't even know how I got on this conversation. I lost my train of thought about 2 minutes ago. So I'm sorry, you guys. Jade and Kristen give me shit. But it sounded like it's a big. It sounded like it's just a big party that they go to, like a kind of like a party-esque thing. But because she was talking about karaoke and all that kind of stuff. She got a lot of questions. I was like, girl, you should have been had questions the minute that man started buying gifts. I think you just saw the gifts and just said fuck the rest of it, right? Jessica said that they were all lovey-dovey. I guess she's feeling Chris now a little bit. She said that the powwow was a little bit crazier than what she expected, and that was really all I got from that scene. If you guys got anything else out of this scene, please let me know in the comment section below. And that's all I got, you guys. Like I said, I didn't think that this video was gonna be that long. I knew it wasn't gonna reach 30 minutes. I didn't intend for it to reach 30 minutes. I don't even know if the season finale is gonna. So I'm noticing with Love during Lockup, that only stays on for a full hour. But Love after Lockup and Life after Lockup, that's when we get to almost 2 hours with those episodes. But I'm pretty sure since next week is the season finale, it's gonna be a 2-hour finale. Oh God. But yeah, you guys, that's all I got. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel. Turn your post notifications on. Share the video, you guys. And until the next time, stay safe, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, and be blessed. And I'll see you guys in the next one.